not really sold
God.
on this. But
Who is
Twister,
asking for
everybody,
it?
is
Nobody.
moving
I'm mad
forward.
about this.
I know
I'm
the
mad.
1996 box office hit is getting a sequel by Universal Pictures, and Daisy Edgar Jones is attached to it to play the daughter from of Helen Hunt and of
She looks so
Bill
much like Helen
Paxton.
Hunt.
Bill Paxton. Yeah, Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
So
She
because
looks-
he passed away,
She
unfortunately.
looks like the child of two blonde people. Like, let's be real. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, it's true, but Bill, but you know, I don't, you know, it's casting, it's whatever, you know, it's they get her attached to this. But the original Twister made $494 million, so it was a huge hit. And Helen Hunt wanted to do another one. For them, it was a huge hit, and they wanted to do another one. Helen Hunt actually came. It was in 2020. She had a whole thing where she's like, "I was trying to do a Twister sequel. I was trying to do it with," and then the studio told me no. She's like, they told her no. She said that she tried to get made with David Diggs. Like she was trying to do it with him.
Oh,
And
I would love that.
yeah, she wanted to have like an all-black cast and make it about a different kind of team and just like completely change the genre. And she wanted to direct the whole thing, which could have been great, but the studio said no. And they decided to do this instead, where it's going to follow their daughter. And the daughter has a team, and the daughter's following the parents' footsteps. And they want Helen Hunt to come back, but they're not sure if they'll get her yet, which they probably will. I mean, come on. Like, why would if she wanted to do a movie already? I would feel like she wouldn't be attached to this somehow. You would think so.
I think her idea sounded way better.
I agree.
Like a whole new team. Like, why not? Whole new team. Like it's a reboot in a way, but it's still a different.
Is very
He's
talented. Great. I would be all over that.
This is amazing. More diversity in theater is great.
Yeah, like that'd be awesome. Rachel, what do you think? Are you excited about this at all? Is there anything about this makes you happy, or do you really do think that they should have just gone with Helen Hunt's original idea?
I think any Twister sequel is unnecessary, but if you're going to make one, Helen's sounded way better.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you get a whole African American cast.
They're not going to hit lightning in a bottle twice. They're not going to have the returns they're expecting on this film. Who the fuck is out here asking for a Twister sequel 30 years later?
The studio is like, why not? Let's keep this. We got a big franchise from the past. Again, we talk about how they just like to redo everything and find new ways to
I'm tired of these 30 years later sequels.
Yeah. What do you think, Sabrina? Are you excited about this at all, or do you think that this is just is a thumbs down for you?
I think that this is bullshit, and it sucks balls. I think that the original Twister was amazing. I agree with GR. Well, no, he says so at best. GR, dude, that movie was fucking great. Are you kidding? Bro.
It's a fun movie.
It was hard for me to like look. No, I really actually enjoyed that movie. I remember watching it and I really liked it a lot. I think this is again grasping at straws, trying to get like fucking bullshit out of nothing. Like just get an original fucking idea and cut the shit. Now that being said, the director is a great director, and this actress is a great actress. She was super good in Where the Crawdads Sing. Like, she's relatively unknown. She's had some success, but like not, obviously not superstar. Thank you, JR. I'm sorry. I appreciate your support. So I feel like it has potential. They're gonna have to come up with a really good fucking story in order to make it work, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Helen Hunt's
hard pass.
Helen Hunt's quote for this, though, too, is like, and I was reading earlier, but she was like, she wanted to be, this is what she said, a black and brown cast of chasers. And I'm like, that's what you're going to say? I mean, I don't know. It's a weird statement to say, but what do you...
What is she going to say? An ethnically diverse cast? Like,
maybe something like that,
is a black and brown cast. Good for her. Like, I don't think that that's like offensive in any way, shape, or form.
Rainbow Coalition cast of actors.
Yeah, exactly.
So Lexi, you're sold. You got your ticket already, Lexi. You're ready for Twisters, right? Okay. You're ready to do this, right? You're all about it.
You know how I love my reboots and remakes. So of course I've already got mine. I saw the original in theater when it came out. I adore Bill Paxton. I've always been a Bill Paxton fan. He was my favorite when I was a kid growing up, and I was absolutely heartbroken when he died. He was too young. He was taken from us.
2017. Sad.
Yeah, it was absolutely tragic. His story about how he got his start in acting is so great too, with his connection to James Cameron or whatever. Like they were just buddies in art school and what have you. But I mean, the real question is, why didn't we get a Twister 2 when we needed a Twister 2, which is immediately after Twister?
Yeah.
Like when it was hot and the movie was hot and we got a Twister ride at Universal Studios, which was a crappy ride, but still we got one at Universal Studios.
Bring back the
and
Twister ride.
Like everybody in the world was like suddenly storm chasing, and like every single thing on Discovery Channel was about storm chasing, and like everything on TV was about storm chasing. Like, why the fuck didn't you go Twister 2? We're gonna cash in on this shit hard, and you bring Bill Paxton back, and you bring all the cast back, and you just pump that shit out. And that was what we wanted, because I would have way would have rather seen a Twister 2 back in the day when I was a kid, and I would have been so hyped for that shit. I would have been all over that. But now that's just like distasteful. And the fact that Paxton isn't back, like I can't watch it. I don't want it.
Yeah,
and he can't be back. And I know it's like he can't be back.
It's not that he's not back. He can't be back.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like,
well, they could bring him back. They could bring him back. They've done it before.
Avenging his death against a tornado.
Yeah.
Like I don't want that. Like that's even stupider.
They might have him die in the beginning. You're right. They could do that.
This isn't Ghostbusters. We can't have his ghost show up at the end and like help out. Like this is stupid. Like no. Like I just let it go. If you wanted a sequel, you should have cashed in on it when it was hot, and you could have made bank on it. You could have made 3 of these movies back in the day.
Oh yeah, no they would have too.
You should have had like a string of Twister films coming out. This was like the Jurassic Park of wind. Like no question. Like these movies were like absolutely like they were, because you had Jurassic Park and then you had Twister, and you were like, holy shit! Like those were the movies when you were a kid. Like if you went to some kid's house and he was like, he got Jurassic Park and you got Twister, and you were like, well, I don't know.
We're best friends.
That's a hot night
best
right
fucking
there.
Friends.
And then Independence Day.
Friends?
Like Independence Day pops out, you're like, holy shit, the night's fucking set. Like that's it. Like those were the movies when you were a kid. Like Twister was like up there. Like it was a hot movie. So like, why didn't you just make them back then instead of like trying to cash in on it now?
Yep.
Like that's what I've never understood, why they didn't
do
more with those movies.
I'll tell you why. The reason why is because they had original ideas back then. So they were too busy facilitating other things that were original. And now no one wants to do and invest and fucking put money into something that is fucking original. So they'd rather backtrack and like pull shit from the past.
What made money in the past? Oh, that made money. Okay.
No, my only statement, anytime they're going to make one of these 30 years later sequels, is when are we getting Titanic 2?
No,
not anytime soon. I don't think.
Titanic 2. And don't give James Cameron any ideas, that prick.